Hi folks, this is Will at Cedardale Communications, and thanks for joining us for another one of our videos. Today we're going to be talking about the behavior and characteristics of what makes up a high-value man versus a low-value man. And contrary to what a lot of information out there tends to explain, a high value man does not need to be making a huge salary over a certain number of years. Like, there's no formula to this. What it is at the end of the day, it's a series of behaviors within a person that really define who they are. A high value man shapes the world, builds a structure, a foundation of stability that invites life to add value to his. So, when we look at a high value man, a high value man is someone who's usually a very positive person. They tend to smile a lot, they have a lot of fun, they laugh, enjoy life to the fullest, that kind of thing. Their behavior inspires others, and they attract attention with their positivity and glow. They demonstrate at every breath that they are grateful and they don't like to waste time. They're not here to waste yours or theirs. Time is the most important currency we have, and when we lose it, when we don't invest it properly, we just don't get it back. The next thing is a high value man is not a person who's afraid of commitment. His commitments set the strong foundation for the stability that we were talking about just a minute or two ago. He can commit to a relationship, a job, a project, himself, and his self-development. He's not someone who needs to have women around him, women orbiters, in order to be able to make the woman he's interested jealous. He doesn't string people along. He honors and respects his commitments, and he's not someone who you'll often see diverting from his commitments. He knows where he is, and he doesn't need to be jumping back and forth from one thing to another. He knows what he's doing, and he's on track. A high-value man loves to put effort into his relationships. He's someone who wants to understand his partner, takes the time to ask the questions, and knows what his partner needs and how to set a solid foundation. The foundations are often built on honesty, trust, and respect. This is the only way you can really build any relationship that is worthwhile. He's not someone who acts out of a place of desperation, out of a place where he's lacking something. He is a person who has strong values, and he sets definite dates with people. He doesn't set a date with you on Saturday and starts calling you every day to check in to see if you're still coming. He always has in mind that he's looking for you to have fun, and he wants to have fun as well within this situation and give you the perfect night out. The high-value man looks to understand his partner. He looks to understand others, but he values a lot of importance in understanding where you are, what you're feeling, in order to be able to better understand you and support you. He's not going to run from your feelings, from your emotions. He's going to be there and listen, and if he has to as well, he's going to be there with you to help you through the situations. He is there for you. He's not going to be scared off. The next thing about a high value man, in contrast to a low value man, is a high value man looks good. He likes to invest. He takes pride in his appearance. He's someone who will not necessarily have the bodybuilder physique, but he is someone who will invest in how he puts himself together, how he dresses, how he represents himself to the outside world. He has good hygiene. He's a person who'll brush his teeth, and he's always there to show up to represent himself in the best light possible. This is not out of an arrogance point. It's more of a sense of personal pride. He understands that the way he looks is also part of the way he behaves, and that's how he develops his personal brand. A high value man also understands a woman of value can choose. So when he's looking for a potential date, he might be interested in a woman and he'll go up to the woman, have a good chat, and then see if there's any interest. But if there isn't any interest, he's not one who's going to be having issues with the rejection part. He understands that attraction is something that happens physically and organically, and he's not going to try to force things with you. At best, he's going to say as well, if you change your mind, let me know. Come and find me. Come and talk to me. He will not dwell on the rejection because he knows he's a man of options and he understands his value, his worth. A high-valued man is also someone who is well-mannered. He's not necessarily someone who will go out of his way to cause an argument or to confront others. A high-value man is someone who will open doors for others, who will walk you to your car, who will offer to pay for the dinner or the drinks. He knows what to do with a napkin when he's in a situation where there's fine dining. He doesn't leave without kissing you, either on the hand, on the cheek, on the lips. He oozes respect. He's a person who will treat everyone from the waiter to the valet to the CEO of a company. He'll treat them all the same way and treat them all with the same importance because respect and kindness is the way he gets things done. Aside from the respect and kindness, he's not someone who's going to get walked on. He knows when to stop the wheels of motion. He's not going to be anyone's doormat, and he's always going to be proud enough to explain respectfully and in a good manner where he stands at all times. A high-value man is someone who will also introduce you to everyone when you come into a room. If he walks in with you, he will introduce you to his friends, he'll introduce you to whoever is there. Partly it's because he is going to be so proud of you that he wants to show you off. And the other part is he wants you to be able to be friends and comfortable with his friends and the people around so that you have an opportunity to get to know him. A high-value man creates relationships with others, friendships, work relationships. They're always of high value. And he surrounds himself with high value, so he wants you to be able to have a chance to open the book and start getting to see what he can achieve and how his interactions and his friendships reflect. A high value man is also clear on his intentions. There's no desperation in it. He's just very, you know where he stands. There's no second guessing what he wants. He's not a player. He's someone who doesn't have time for the game. His time is precious, and he knows that yours is too, and he's not looking to waste any time. He wants to know your feelings and let you know that your feelings matter as well. He knows whether he wants you or not, and you will know where he stands at all times. A high-value man is also, I would say, he knows how to seduce women. He's a romantic. So the reason why he would be smooth, sexy, and charming is because he wants to show you the ultimate time, and he wants to open those doors to the possibility of both of you falling in love. He asks questions about you, about your life, about your history, about all sorts of things because he wants you to know that you are special, and he also wants to be able to dig the information to be able to always present a situation where if it's not the perfect date, at least you'll be having a blast. He only approaches women he's interested in. He's not someone who's just around to, add more notches to the bedpost. He's someone who's always looking first to create a bond and also giving you the opportunity to decide if this is a relationship that you're going to be wanting to pursue, and set a foundation for love to grow, a love that will stay. So if you found this information helpful, I'd encourage you to keep following us, as well as feel free to drop us any questions if you'd like under the comments below. And as well, feel free to reach out to us at info@Cedardale Communications, and we'd love to get your questions and answer them for you. A lot of our work that we do within ourselves, we have to know that there's always a possibility to improve, always a possibility to focus on personal growth, because this is what makes us live a life of passion, and it gets us away from settling in life and just living in a mediocre moment. So I hope you're able to incorporate this easily into your life, and if you'd like as well some tips, feel free to ask us. And remember, life is an adventure. Live it with passion. Stay strong, and we'll talk to you soon.